Hello, beautiful people. So we are doing Gem. Gem, this is going to be your reading for the month of June. And I right away received a message. I was shuffling to find out who we were going to start with. And of course, why wouldn't it make sense for Gem to get their reading first since it's Gem season? Happy birthday. If you are a Gem and you're here, just know that I do a birthday reading for everyone as a gift. It is my 1 hour session for half the price. So if you would like to gift yourself or gift your favorite gem a reading, go ahead and DM me or email me. But let's get into your reading. So I also will be doing a love message from what it is that you need to know regarding love. Now, Gem, the energy here is of you choosing love in the way that feels dynamic to you. The message that I'm getting is that your partner should feel as dynamic as you. And if you're in a relationship and you feel as if it's become stagnant, sources like, how is it that you can bring back the feeling of not fully knowing the other person? Because source says in order for the energy to shift, you must recognize that we are consistently evolving and growing to different versions of ourselves. Because you grow often, you need a partner that is as dynamic as you in the thirst for growth and change. And source is saying to me, is your person dynamic? Does your person feel as if they are choosing to shift their perspective and grow into learning in life instead of knowing in life, right? Anytime that we choose to feel as if we know anything about ourselves or other people, we are choosing to stop the growth or the evolution. And source is saying to me, the message for June for Jemmy is, do you feel inspired currently in all relationships, in your friendships, in your family, in the relationship with yourself, in the relationship to a partner? Do you feel as if you are evoked to learn something new? Because listen, if we were really to recognize the dynamic of what Jemmys long for in life, it's the feeling of learning, of evolving, of changing, of seeing things from a different point of reference. And sources like, this is what the month of June is for you. Do you feel inspired, or do you feel as if there is a pull or a lag with the person that you're with? Not because they're not dynamic, but because they are not going to be heading in the same direction as you feel your life is heading. And that is the main message that I'm getting. Like, sometimes we have to make peace with the fact that the people that are currently in our lives, and my nose is itching, which to me is the universe going, pay attention to this. Sometimes we have to make peace with the people that have been in our lives for an extended period of time, aren't heading into the life that we foresee for ourselves. And sources like, if someone that you are currently in a relationship with doesn't want to evolve where you see yourself evolving, then that's the answer, right? Of whether or not you're meant to have this person in your life. And this is in regards to all relationships, not just partnering. There's an evolution of you placing energy in things that are going to become fruitful in your future instead of, watering dead plants per se, is what source is saying to me. And it's telling me, or giving you, leeway in regards to the fact that it is painful to outgrow certain relationships, right? It is painful because we want to hold on to those relationships the way that we've experience them. But Source says they don't need to fully leave our lives, but they are meant to evolve to how much energy we give those relationships. And the month of June is really meant to show you that new relationships that you're evoking from this dynamic of growth require more of your attention than old relationships that have outgrown and have become stagnant per se. All right, let's find out about love in regards to the month of June for my Gemmies. Love in regards to June for my Gemmies. What are my Gemmies meant to know about love for the month of June? You got three cards, of course. You have the Universe, which is the number 21 card. It is the last card of the tarot, meaning something has reached its ending. You have the Queen of Cups, the Therapist energy here, and you have the Game Master, the Knight of Swords. So Source is telling me that it's time for you to become the master of your universe, of what it is that you would like to manifest. And that requires for you to stop going outside of yourself for what is best for you. Source is telling me, you know, and here it is, we're asking about love, but the form of which you are living in your heart that creates an alignment in regards to your life evolving forward requires you to stop seeking outside of yourself for answers for where you're heading. And even though we are asking about love, Source is saying the completion of you thinking that others know best for what is living inside of you is what's required in this month of June. What you know and hold to be true of your heart can only be answered by you. And Source wants you to bring your energy back to yourself and only give attention to those people and to those things that you want to come to fruition. All right, let's see what will bring you into alignment, my beautiful Gemmies. What will bring my Gemmies into alignment for the month of June? Compassion, fertility, and cosmic flower. So the cosmic flower activates your remembering of your calling back to home, that core part of you that is magnificence in the collective world. And that lies right here. Fertility is the frequency that invites you to be courageous enough to be more creative and joyful than ever before. Your life is activated by the potential of beauty and growth and the consciousness of a greater expression of yourself. Again, this is showing you that your compassion, the compassion energy of knowing that spirit and heaven and earth is unconditional in the way love flows through you, but first must be found within you. So it's time for you to give yourself that which you give to others first, in order for you to feel as if your life is filled with creative expression of who you dynamically are becoming and giving life force to in your life. June is a month of you coming back to yourself so that that which is within you gets reflected back to you from what you're attracting, because you are finally giving that to yourself and it doesn't come from an empty cup, it comes from a full cup. Hopefully this helped you align to the next energy in the energy for the next year. I'm Nettie, I guide. If you'd want to claim this message, make sure you like it, and I will see you on the next one, dear Gem.